All right, this is lesson number 2 of the Hendrix lead rhythm, Curtis Mayfield-y, whatever. the lesson where we're learning how to play some rhythm guitar like Jimi Hendrix. We did the 6-string root major bar chord shape, this guy here in the last lesson. This one we're going to kind of look at the A shape with the root on the 5th string. This one's kind of cool because what you have, if we're playing this, we're playing a D chord right here. First finger on the 5th fret, 5th string, that's the D note, and then the rest of it is this partial bar, your 3rd finger on the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th strings. We have this major pentatonic scale that gives us quite a bit of the same stuff that we had learned here in the previous lesson. So in D, we've got 5, 7, 9 on the 5th string, 7, 9 on the 4th string, 7, 9 on the on the 3rd string there. Now the big thing about this is you can just bar your 1st finger where your 3rd finger was on the 7th fret, right? And you've got this little group of notes here where it's 7, 9 on the 5th, 7, 9 on the 4th, 7, 9 on the 3rd, right? And you've got all of this where you're playing like the 3rd and 4th strings on the 7th fret, and then hammering on your 3rd finger onto the 9th fret, and you can do it up a string. So that was the 4th and 5th strings. Alright, or you start here and... So what I did right there is I started on the D, 7, 9 on the 5th string, and then do my little double stop, my 2 notes on the 7th fret, and hammer on there on the 4th string, go up a string with the same idea, and return to the root. So you've got all of that stuff that you can do right there, and the biggest thing is just keep your 1st finger barred at the 7th fret, right? And then anything you want to play that's in that D major pentatonic scale right there works. Now, in the A shape, we had this little bit where we could play the suspension we talked about in the last lesson. Well, that, when you're playing the D, is the note on the 8th fret 2nd string. So, right, so the notes that we have here in that area, you've got your bar on the 7th fret, then you have the note on the 8th fret, all right, on the 2nd string. You can also do the 10th fret. Right. So what I have there, all of that, I can use that suspension right there. Right. If you know your D major pentatonic scale right here, what you've got is it's almost like your B minor. The D right here is on the 10th fret 6th string, and then you've got 7 and 9 on the 5th, 4th, 3rd, and then 7 and 10 here and here. And that's the scale we're using. Now if you're playing the D, if you want to take the ideas from the last video, the A one, that's up here. We just moved it up. And you can kind of mix and match. Right, what I did there is I took on the 10th fret, the 2nd string, I did the hammer on onto the 12th fret 2nd string. And then I've got this guy here, which is 9 and 10 on the 3rd and 2nd strings. Hammer on the 3rd finger onto the 3rd string, 11th fret. 12th fret on the 4th string. Right, and then just taking the same idea here. This is the same as down an octave. Right, so what we're doing here is we're back to the bar on the 7th fret, 3rd and 4th strings. Hammer on the 9th fret on the 4th string. That is the same as there, just down an octave. That bit right there, where I've gone to the 4th and 5th strings and hammered on the 5th string, 9th fret, that's just down an octave. All right, so you can take any of these phrases, right, and just move it around between the 2 octaves. You can also play these really long. Now one thing I was just doing there, I've done a couple times in the video, but we didn't talk about, is on that D chord here, you've got in that major pentatonic scale the 5th and 7th notes on the 6th string. All right, and that gives you that sort of deal that you can use. Okay, so hopefully that that'll kind of make sense. We're just building off of what we did in the previous lesson. So we've got 2 lessons for these sounds, and when we got into the 5th fret major chord shape, that kind of allowed us to connect what we did in the previous lesson to what we have here. One of the best things you can do to help you see this stuff quickly is to grab, I've got lessons on major pentatonic scales on the website. Go to the website. On this video there'll be the link to markweenguitarlessons.com. The next video lesson is going to be on stuff you can do with the minor chord shapes. And then we're going to put together a little piece, our kind of like little mock Hendrix chord melody deal here.